The Easter egg is not so hard this time. Or, this is just a power switch.
Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is it has to do with the rounds. And already in Black Ops 2, and this is the only third customization option, which has really disappointed me because they acted like Black Ops 2 was going to be such a step forward with customization and stuff. I remember Jimmy Zielinski in that transit video, like behind the scenes, where before they even showed anything, he was like, "There's going to be tons of stuff to do, tons of places to go, tons of stuff to do." And you play transit and there's nothing to do at all. There's literally nothing. Literally nothing. It's all missed. Sorry for the rant, but really, if you think about it, I still to this day do not know what he means by there was a bunch of stuff to do in, I don't know if he was talking about Black Ops 2 in general, in the zombies mode in general, with grief and all that, but all you have is survival and grief at the start. That's all you had, and everyone was expecting, and especially when they said 8-player zombies, because it could be in multiplayer engine, everyone was expecting co-op 8 players, but nope, that never happened. But that's okay, and that's not a bad thing because it might have been too chaotic, but it's just weird how they mislead you so much. And I'm not hating on Treyarch, I love Treyarch, honestly, but anybody does it. Any people that sell a product, they hype it up to what it's not. They hype it up in a way to kind of not, it's not really lying, but it kind of is, I guess. It's kind of like they say what it is, but it's not what you expect in your mind. They say 8-player zombies, so you expect survival, because that's the obvious thing that would pop into your head. 8-player survival on a big map, but it turns out it was just 8 players 4v4, and yeah. I mean, he said there's going to be tons of stuff to do. You have transit. That was nothing to do at all on that map. And you had grief, and that was it. And the options, here's the options you had. Magic, hellhounds, and headshots only, because that, I don't know why that's even there, really. It's like the only actual settings option is headshots only, really. And then you have easy or normal, or there's one more. What was it? Oh, yeah. This, my last topic, right. Rounds. So you can customize what round you want to start on. And a lot of people in grief and stuff, they'll start on round 15 because it's fun starting at a higher round and seeing what everyone does. And I personally like that idea. I like spawning in with nothing at round 15 and everyone's like rushing for stuff as soon as the game starts. But I think they should go more in depth with that. Like, imagine, and it's not really my preference because, quite frankly, I kind of like the increments of 5 that they have, but some people, like 5 rounds, maybe for a noob, is too big of a jump. Say they want to have they just want to jump into a zombie game, kill some zombies really fast at low rounds, where it's easy, with the starting weapons, like the M14 and all that. And say they want to do that, and they have to go to round 5 or round 10 to do that. I just think that they should have every round available to select up until round 25. Because if you have it over round 25, and if you have like infinite rounds, that'd be stupid, and I don't even think that'd be possible. And also, it would promote a lot of people lying and saying they got to high rounds, but really they just spawn there for 1 minute. It would kind of ruin it on YouTube because you wouldn't tell if they're lying or not. But I think it should go up to round 25 like it is right now. And I think you should be able to choose if you want to spawn on round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like every single round. I want to be able to choose every single round. Because say some people want to start at the lowest round they can, but they don't want to wait on the zombie. Like, round 1 especially on Knocked and World at War. I think they might have updated it though. Since then, I just remember how slow the zombies took to get there. You just see them come out of the bushes, and this was amazing at the time how cool it was. But you know what I mean. Like they come out of the bush like from a far distance, and you just see them walking slowly over to the window. You're just waiting there, like, come on. You know, after you play it for a while, and say you died, and you're restarting, you're like, oh, now I gotta wait for the zombies to come all the way over here again. I just think that maybe you could start up the game around 3, and the zombies would come a little bit faster, but it'd still be kind of like round 1, you know what I mean? Kind of. Like, just a little preference like that, to some people actually matters. Think of it like sensitivity, how they added the 4 extra sensitivity options. They added like 4 low ones because some people wanted more lower choices. So why not give us more lower choices in the round selection? It's common sense. I don't know. Is they can't do it? Is it because they can't do it? Is it because they don't want to for some reason? I don't know. Now, I also would like to see, and this is just a couple things I can come up with off the top of my head, because you know this video is really long. It'll probably be a 2-part video, but the thing is that I've always wanted just to customize the little things, because little things can change the game completely, and that's what I want to see. I want to see the game changed. Not changed normally how it is. That the basic formula cannot be beaten by anything. It's still amazing to this day. But you know what I mean? I want to see ways the gameplay can change, so we're not just playing the same thing over and over again. But I know that we're still going to replay the maps normally and have a blast doing it. But you gotta face the reality. If you play the map so much, you're gonna get bored of it, especially if you're playing on Buried and Mob of the Dead. I mean, even Mob of the Dead, how good that map is. You basically, if you're getting to high rounds, you're just training in a circle, like, the whole time. Just think if you didn't have Jug on that map. Just think if you weren't able to get the Jug. If you literally weren't able. I don't care about people saying challenges and stuff about not getting it. If you literally weren't able to get it, it would really increase the drama, I guess, of you playing, and you wouldn't run trains as much. You'd play differently. That's what I'm trying to say. All these little things would make you play completely differently, especially, like, say you didn't have a Pack-a-Punch on the map. You turned off Pack-a-Punch. So I guess you just go to the bridge in Mob of the Dead and there's nothing there. But oh well. But say you don't want Pack-a-Punch on the map. It will actually help you. Or not help you, sorry. It will actually change the way you think about the normal game. Normally on Mob of the Dead, what I do is I get Jug. I get I guess Jug, Shock Cherry, Sleight of Hand, and maybe and Double Tap, I guess. But if you think about it, if you didn't have Double Tap, with like what I'm trying to say is, it's really hard to say. And I'm sorry, I apologize. But the Pack-a-Punch, without that Pack-a-Punch, it will increase the player's chance of getting Double Tap. If you believe me, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this. I guess I guess I would be right, but Double Tap 2 is essentially double the damage. So if you didn't have Pack-a-Punch, I, for one, would get Double Tap for sure on the map. You know what I mean? It would change. Like, say you're a player that never gets Double Tap, but you always Pack-a-Punch your weapons. And later, when it gets to higher rounds, and there's no Pack-a-Punch on the map, you decide, well, I guess I won't use Dead Shot on Mob of the Dead, because even though Dead Shot's all cool and everything, I'll use Double Tap because there's no Pack-a-Punch, and I need some extra damage. So it's like, you can see how a small little thing, like the Pack, and it's a pretty big thing actually, Pack-a-Punch gone, but just one little change in the map can really change the way the game is played. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the game, man. But, yeah, I think that brings everything to a close, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this this commentary. I guess it was casual. I don't know. I was talking pretty fast, but the main thing that I'm trying to get across to Treyarch, if they are listening, or to anybody, is that Halo 3, and it's a hard reference because Halo and Call of Duty are hard to compare, but Halo is one of those games where it's a community game where people can make their own maps, their own game modes, their own games in their game modes, come up with new ideas, new things to do all the time. That's what I want to see in zombies in the future. I want to see people coming up with new ideas, new gameplay experiences, new challenges, new tournaments. And think about it. You could have tournaments eventually, like GB rules, like game battles rules and everything with this stuff. You could have like no jug game battles match. Just stuff like that would be so awesome. It really prove who was the best. You know, if no one had jug, it'd be awesome. I love not having jug, actually. I hate when people are like, I need jug or I'm gonna die. I need jug. But I mean, quite honestly, you don't have to have it. It's just, it seems like it's so good to be true that you need it. You know what I mean? It's like, why not get jug? I mean, it's gonna help me, right? But if you actually didn't have it, most people, like, if you actually didn't have it on the map, it would really change the way you play. You would be way more careful. I know I, for one, die a bunch with jug because I'll literally, like, look off on my computer screen or something while I'm playing with jug because it's so easy. Half the time I'll get slapped, like, 6 times without even thinking about it because I didn't worry about anything. I wasn't worried. I had jug. I felt like I was invincible. But if you took that away, maybe put on hardcore mode, you get slapped one time, you're dead, that would be cool. And that would really change the way we think about zombies. And I don't know if Treyarch decide not to put this stuff in this game. I don't know if they've had ideas for this. They probably thought about it, all this stuff, because they acted like there's going to be all these modes and all these things to play. Turned is a pile of crap. Grief is the only interesting mode. And there's not many settings you can do. It's the same thing every time. You have the same weapons, the same stuff in the map. I mean, just imagine playing hardcore, and I know I'm rambling on at the end of my video. It's supposed to be over by now. But just imagine playing hardcore, and jug. If you have jug, you die in 3 hits. So imagine playing a grief mode, like playing a grape. I'm just kidding. Imagine playing grief on town, right? And you know the EMP grenades. They're quite frankly, they're garbage on transit. They're only useful in grief. It's like they only thought about grief before they put them in transit. They're only used for the Easter egg. But just think about if you're in a hardcore grief match. So you died in 1 hit without jug. And if you had jug, you died in 3 hits. Everyone would, of course, have jug because they'd be way more safer than normal. Now, just think if you're that one guy with that EMP grenade. You sneak over to the jug machine. You chunk that EMP grenade down. Boom. Every single person is able to be downed in 1 hit because it's hardcore mode. That would completely change the way we play grief. It'd be really interesting. Because I was playing a grief match the other night, actually. Yeah, it was with Sam. That's what I was talking about, how I got this idea of all this stuff. And it was hilarious because they don't know when you're throwing the EMP, and they're all in that little corner over there by double tap. And I ran out of there really fast. I looked up, I chunked the EMP inside the building, and yeah, it really it really screwed them over, to be quite honest. But yeah, that stuff. That's what I want to see more of. More ideas, more things to play with, pretty much. And hopefully Treyarch implements this stuff into the next game. Maybe that's what they want to do, since if you think about it, Call of Duty is an annualized franchise. So they have to have something new in the next game to keep it fresh. So maybe they decide to kind of implement a tiny, and I mean tiny bit of customization in this game, and then really go all out with it in the next game, whatever it is called. But sorry guys, I was like stuttering halfway through this video a bunch, but I'm pretty tired, and I just wanted to make this video pretty fast because I thought it was a good idea, and I didn't want to lose these thoughts I had. They seemed really good, and hopefully you guys enjoyed them. And if you have any ideas on your own, or any options you think that might be cool to play with in zombies in the future, cool ideas, cool options, please let me know in the comments below, and I will gladly look at each of them and tell you guys if I think that's a good idea or not. But yeah, if I missed anything, if you think I missed out on big customization options that should be there, let me know as well. That's pretty much it. This whole video is mainly a message to Treyarch, and it's not really. I mean, Treyarch might not watch this video. I probably won't, because I'm a small YouTuber. But if they somehow watch this video, this is what I want to say to you, Treyarch. You can't just keep making maps, and don't get me wrong, I'm getting every map you guys make because I love zombies, I love the story, and you guys are doing okay with that with Black Ops 2 towards the end. But you have to come up with innovative things to continue zombies into the next generation, especially because now you get all this new hardware, you get all this new technology, and I've seen what they can do on World at War on PC. They literally have prototypes right now of the Hell's Redeemer and the Hell's Retriever in World at War on the PC. And that's just guys out there modding World at War, and they can have the same animation and pretty much everything Treyarch had in World at War. They brought the hacker, I think it was the UGX mods, I think. They had the hacker on the map. They had, God, they're adding so much new stuff. They added the Mark II, the Ray Gun Mark II to World at War on the PC. Like, that's crazy that these guys that don't have this big team like Treyarch does can make better stuff than sometimes. Treyarch, you guys are amazing, but it's just weird how sometimes these modders out there can really show new ways to play and new ideas. And that's what I want to see from you guys. I just want to see innovation. I do enjoy the Easter eggs. I do enjoy the actual maps. I love the maps. I love how every map is kind of like its own area. There's no other map like each one. They're all different in their own right. Besides Transit, because that doesn't count, right? But all in all, I just want to see new ways to play. Because if you think about it, that's all it is at the end of the day. It's all about having fun. I wouldn't be making videos about zombies if I didn't love it and I didn't have fun with it. I already have fun with it. But just think about how much more fun it would be if, on top of the already awesome stuff with the Easter eggs and the maps and the high round stuff and all that, if there's actually custom games, and actual custom games, not just one or two options. So that about wraps things up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it's the second time I'm saying that. But of course, if you have anything you guys want to let me know in the comments, go ahead, and I'll be sure to read them. I really enjoyed making this video because I love coming up with ideas and stuff. So stay tuned for more videos like this and more theories. But that's just me rambling on some more. I'll see you guys next time.